Good evening and welcome to Girl Talk with Lashana. I'm Lashana, and tonight's post is going to be on a couple of different topics. One is, what do you tell your friend if you saw her husband or boyfriend out in public with another woman? And the second one is going to be whether or not you would stay in a relationship if you found out that your spouse, not a boyfriend or girlfriend, but your spouse was gay. For me, if I were to find out that my spouse was gay, it is a good possibility I would stay with him. Now, wait a second. I would stay with him, but I would not stay in a sexual relationship with him. We do have children involved, and there's a really good possibility that I would stay in the marriage and still co-parent. As long as there were no hard feelings, as long as, he wasn't bringing in his partners, I would agree to not bring in, the people that I dated, and we would just allow our children to understand exactly what is going on. We would not hide it from them. I would be honest with them about what has happened, the sexuality included, when it's age appropriate. It would be important to me to use that as a form of education to what the world has to offer. There are going to be situations where things are not going to always be the way they appear to be. People aren't always in situations that you think they're in. So as long as we had an understanding, I probably would stay in the relationship, remain friends, still do things together. It would just be a thing where we were no longer in a sexual relationship. I may or may not even get divorced. I mean, as long as we can cohabitate, why bother? Why take that away from our children? That is my take on that. As far as telling my friend whether or not if I saw her man out in public with another woman, you know what? It depends on the friend. I have some friends who have said to, it's a group of us, and there's some friends that have said, yes, I would want to know, and there are other friends who have said, I don't want to know. So basically, it would depend on the friend. The friend that didn't want to know, I wouldn't tell her, and the friend that did want to know, I would find a tactful way of letting her know what it is that I saw. If I saw her man in public with a woman, I would, walk up to the man, speak, because he wouldn't know who I am. I would introduce myself to the young lady that he was with, because I don't, have any hard feelings against her. She didn't do anything. He may have lied to her the way he's lying to my friend. But I would want him to know that I did indeed see him and got a good look at the young lady he was with. And in the event the woman did know that my friend, that the man was married or had a girlfriend, I would want her to know that she had been seen. And I would, pull my friend to the side when I saw her next. I would not tell her over the phone, and I definitely wouldn't text her the information. I would pull her over to the side and say to her, I saw your husband or your boyfriend with a woman. I would give a brief description of the woman as accurately as possible, and I would let it go from there, because at the end of the day, it is not for me to make a big deal out of her business. We are adults, and she has to handle that the way that she sees fit. So, with that said, thank you for taking a few minutes with me in this evening. And if you have any topics that you would like for me to cover, please leave a comment or email me. And within the week, I promise that I will make a posting in relation to that, your comment or your request. Thank you, and have a good night. Mwah.